Morning team. Here I am, a year older. It's all downhill from here, right? So, 37. It's just a number, right? It's not all downhill. Who am I trying to convince? All right, I don't feel 37. I remember, I'm sure anyone that's of my age, 10 years older, I remember feeling 17, right? Like, that wasn't 20 years ago. Anyway, let's jump in. So, I posted on LinkedIn yesterday, and I was like, yeah, it's my birthday. Shared a video, posted, and then one of my friends, he was like, oh, I actually said I'm looking forward to being 40. So it gives you a bit of an idea into the mindset that it's not all downhill from here. And actually, I'm living my best life. I look better than ever, and I'm happier, right? So it's kind of, it's an important reflection, because sometimes it's easy when we get to 30, 40, 50, 60. You know, we're a bit like, oh. Now, about 3 years ago, I was definitely there. I was like, I don't want to be a 40-year-old personal trainer, all right? Like, it's not something I wanted to do, not something I wanted to be. I didn't want to be in the gym, helping people with exercise that wasn't getting results, that were going around in a circle, that was starting next Monday, and like, they wasn't getting anywhere. So I guess, no, not I guess, I'm going to own it. Like, absolutely, where I am now is indicative of the experience I've had, but not to forget that me looking forward to 40 is a very different person than the one from 3 years ago that was dreading being 40 and still being where they was. Now, you might be in a similar situation. Okay, the numbers might not be the same, but let's jump in. So I posted and I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to being 40. And one of my awesome mates, a guy called Mike, he was like, you know, don't wish your life away. You know, he's I think he's about 60 something, right? Awesome guy. Really, really, really genuinely top bloke. And yeah, I get it. Like, you know, be mindful. Enjoy the now. It's the only time we have. Like, I read a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Like, amazing insight into the idea that, well, the reality that time is just something that we use to compartmentalize our experience of what we call life, right? It's just something that we use so that we can, for the purpose of structure, and so that you can then organize and communicate and say, I'll meet you at 8 o'clock. You know, some people that might not mean 8 o'clock, that might mean past, but let's move on. So, why did I post that? Like, I'm looking forward to being 40. And almost like I'm not going to say who's right, but what's the reflection from that brief conversation, and what's the value to you? So you're watching this video, I want you to take something away from it, always. And there's going to be two main things to take away, and hopefully they're going to be insightful, helpful and useful. So I like things that are insightful because it shifts your perspective. I like things that are helpful because then it aids you in what you're currently doing. But things that are useful, they're things that you can then kind of insert. For context, that's not out of any book, that's just my brain. Again, level 1, insightful. Level 2, helpful. Level 3, useful. I remember hiring a coach about 2 years ago, maybe a bit longer, actually, my first coach. And I wanted the useful stuff. I wasn't bothered about the insightful or helpful. I just wanted, like, the action steps, right? Go and do this, go and do that. But there's a value in all three. So you're gonna get two things by the end of this video when I'm at the bridge. So let's backstep. My mate Mike, don't wish your life away. I'm like, I'm looking forward to being 40. My birthday, yada, yada, yada. And it's like, you know, he wasn't, I don't think he's a be mindful. I don't think he, you know, he would use that tone anyway. But that said, which one is it? You know, is it that we look forward to the future, that we set goals, that we're visionary, that we're forward facing? Or is it that we're like present and just in the moment and not focusing on that because that's a distraction, because that doesn't exist, because it's in the future and we only have now? Which one is it? And if you've been watching my videos for some time and you've read the book Think Again by Adam Grant, or you've done, you know, some work on yourself, you might be thinking, kind of might know what could be coming next, in the sense maybe it's neither. All right, maybe it's neither, or maybe it's a little bit of both. All right, I'm looking forward to being 40. All right, I'm looking forward to being 40, so I'm going to own that. It's an emotion, it's an anticipation, it's a feels good. Looking forward to things is powerful. Looking forward, anticipating, seeing what will come is extremely valuable for right now. It's not an accident that I said that. I was like, oh, looking forward to being 40. I am. I know what that looks like. And I use the word know with a small K, not a big K, right? I don't actually know, but I think that I know. It's going to be good anyway. It's going to be good. And it feels good saying that. So we have to look forwards. We don't have to. Just correcting myself. It's extremely valuable for us to anticipate something. Almost like a child, right? Look forward to Christmas. You feel good. How does that help you in your daily action steps, your habits? Examples, right? Let's kind of bring it into a bit more of a rational perspective, so that we can, again, let's make it more useful. You've got a holiday. You know, I'm going on holiday. I've got something to look forward to. It helps us, I don't know, get our ass off the sofa. It helps us in some way. So from today on this video, like, yes, be mindful. Yes, be reflective. 100% consider what you're doing. But as a way of encouraging yourself, pulling yourself along, giving yourself that additional motivation, and you could say inspiration, find something to look forward to. Like, and own it. Like, look forward to it. Find something, because it's like, you might be thinking, yeah, but I don't know. Well, yeah. You're never going to know. No one knows about COVID. Like, if you book a holiday, right? In the past, you know, as a child, you look forward to Christmas. You would have looked forward to a holiday in the past. Like, you give yourself permission to look forward to stuff. Holiday might get cancelled. Like, you don't know what's going to come. Touch wood. Just for context, I am touching wood. I might not live till 40. But I've got two options. I can look forward to getting there and my goals and aims and ambitions and enjoy the process, or not. I'd much rather go for door letter A, that's for sure. Now, the second thing is related to this, and it's something that we do, something that I do when I'm coaching busy, successful men to drop the body fat, level up the lifestyle and improve the habits to achieve their long-term goals and get where they want to be right now, right? Without hiring a personal trainer, cutting out the food that they love, exercising every day, and going backwards. Like, all of that stuff is not good. So there's two things that we focus on. One, and I've kind of already mentioned it. Oh, there's another thing I'll go through as well very quickly. Number one is we start with the end in mind, like the goal, right? We start with the end in mind. What is it that we want? What would that look like? A good example would be Christmas. You know, it's close enough for us to be able to see that far right. So go for that. Where do you want to be at Christmas? So start with the end in mind. And then what are you going to do right now? So it's the end and the start is important. Kind of want to ignore the bit in the middle. Kind of want to ignore a bit in the middle. The speed reading book that I was listening to last week that I mentioned on another video, that said the same thing. It's like if you want to skim or scan, look at a paragraph. The beginning bit will be important. The middle bit, the end bit will be important because it'll lead to the next paragraph. But the bit in the middle will just be examples. You could watch my videos. Watch the beginning of this video. Watch the end of the video. And then consider, if I didn't watch the middle bit, would I still get the same value? Maybe. Maybe. It's the same in everything that we do. All right, start with the end in mind. Number one, have a clear goal. What are you doing right now? The bit in the middle, just ignore. You know, speaking of which, there's something else I want to go through, but that can wait until tomorrow. Speak to you then.